back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome to the family. To my returning subscriber, you're for always coming back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's always check the description box for the Bible reference and other information. This video is about modesty, and it's going to be in different parts. This video, so it will be modesty in dressing, modesty in art of modesty in relation to the art of man, and modesty in character. Modesty means being reserved and not drawing attention to oneself. And modesty involves like behaving in a way that is respectful, that is not boastful. And modesty also involves being humble. And my first scripture is First Timothy 2 verse 9 to 10. And I want women to be modest in their appearance. They should wear decent and appropriate clothing and not draw attention to themselves by the way they fix their hair or by wearing gold or pearls or expensive clothes. Then, for women who claim to be devoted to God, should make themselves attractive by the good things they do. Modesty is not doing too much. It's not that time you want to start dressing in a way that is too extravagant and like you're drawing too much attention to yourself. And according to modesty definition, you don't modesty involves not drawing too much attention to yourself, okay? And the first question I want to answer is modesty only about clothing? And that's like when people hear modesty, the first thing that just comes to their mind, or the only thing that comes to their mind, is clothes. So the answer is no. Modesty is not only about clothes or dressing. Modesty, it involves like different parts. Modesty is beyond clothing. Modesty entails compassion, entails humility, self-control, respecting others. So when you hear self-control, is modesty. When you hear humility, it's still under modesty. The question I want to answer is, can Christian balance modesty with personal styles and fashion? It's possible to be fashionable while you dress modestly. You just have to choose like something that is stylish. You just have to choose something that suits you, something that is not exposing your body too much. And modesty is a form of honor to God, okay? Our body is the temple of God. So whatever you do to the temple is like you're honoring God. And when you do something that is bad, it's still like you're dishonoring God. First Samuel 16 verse 7. And this is like the scripture that people use to justify themselves when they do what is wrong. But the Lord said to Samuel, don't judge by the appearance or eyes, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not see things the way you see them. People judge by outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. So, and this is one scripture that people, when you talk about like modesty in like dressing to people, they'll be like, oh, God, look at my heart. And it's not about the dressing, it's about the heart. And there's another scripture that said that out of don't tell me you have like your because God look at your heart, and your heart is in the right position with God, and you can dress naked. Is what is inside that we will see. Like if I don't know about anything, if I don't have it in me, or I don't know about anything, I can't act it out because I don't know about it. I've not heard of it before. So it's one thing that you've exposed yourself to, that you've accepted, that is already in you, is flowing out from your inside. Okay. So when you're saying that, go look at your heart, and your heart is this, is a lie. It's out of what is inside your heart that is flowing out. Okay, it's not like your heart is right, and because if your heart is right, in the right position, the way you claim that is in the right position, there's some things that you will find it difficult to do. It still helps to avoid temptation, and that's why we need to like be modest, because it helps us to avoid temptation. You don't tempt others with the way you dress. And that thing is modesty for only women? No, because everywhere you hear modesty, I think they're just facing the female gender, and they're like, okay, modesty is for everybody, both female and men. And according to what I said earlier, modesty is not only about the dressing, it has different parts to it, okay? And in dressing for men, you just have to wear the appropriate clothing too, okay? And I think for men, they don't really have like too much problem like women. I think that's why they focus on women, because we have more problem than the guys. Okay, so it's for everyone and not for only women. It's not like gender based. Don't be concerned about the outward beauty of fancy hairstyles, expensive jewelry, or beautiful clothes. You should clothe yourself instead with the beauty that comes from within. The fading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is so precious to God. So you should clothe yourself with beauty that comes from within. And I think one thing that make people just feel like I want to dress certain way is because of pressure. Pressure. There's too much pressure. There's too much pressure. People they're quick to judge. Like, why are you dressing like this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And I think like the people, when people start judging you, you start feeling like, okay, am I even doing the right thing? And is this thing right? And I think I don't really face judgment from people until I think like May, February, March. I was seeing more people that period. And people just be like, oh, why do you dress this way? You're a very young girl. I can see that you're a very young girl and a beautiful girl. Why do you dress like this? Why are you dressing like it? And in my head, I'm like, okay, thank you. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Thank you. So I think you just have to put yourself in a position that people are going to judge you no matter. Like, even if you are like, stylish with it, if you are doing like this, there are some things that people like, oh, let's do this thing. You're like, oh, I don't do stuff like that. People will judge you. So I think we should just be ready. We should already put ourselves in a position that people are going to judge you. Even when you're doing the right thing, things are honoring to like give honor to God, you still receive judgment. So dressing should not be like something you're not supposed to hide. It's like just like judge me, I accept it. You call me devil, I accept it. You call me this, I accept it.
You called me stupid. I took it.
You know that you're honoring God and your reward is in heaven, and then your reward is not with them. So when they judge you and you're just like, okay, let me just dress the way the world wants, that's not the right way, babe. Let's talk about is how to react when you get judgment from. It's not to say, it's just that stand firm in biblical principle and then seek to please God rather than seeking to please people. Okay, when you want to do something, always seek God, like always seek to please God. Always have it at the back of your mind. I'm doing this thing because I want to please God. I'm doing this thing because I want to do please God. I'm not doing it because I want people to accept me, or I want people to feel like, oh, I can also dress this way, or I can also be rude, or I can also be humble. Not for the people, it's for God. Okay, always like we should do it that we are pleasing God. When we have it at the back of our mind, that we are doing this thing because we want to please God. It seems like irrelevant. It seems outdated. And guys, people are actually dressing modestly. I think one thing when I had the idea of I always wanted to be a model, yeah. And let me give you guys like backstory. I always wanted to be a model, yeah. And I'm giving my life to Christ, and things change. The way I dress now change, and I'm like, okay, I cannot be a model again because like the models I see, like they don't dress the way I dress now. So, and I remember one day I just went online to search modest modeling. I don't know what I was thinking of, but I just went online to search, and I actually like see a lot of not like a lot, but I saw like few agency that are taking modest like model, and but it's just like it captures like the Muslims more because, and it's not like it's like a Christian organization, and I saw one Christian modeling agency too. I'm like, okay, people actually do this thing. It's just like it's not it's not so popular the way like the other part of dressing is so popular, but people actually are into it. Like people are dressing modestly. In case you feel like you're not seeing people that are dressing modestly and you don't want to be the only weird one, go and look for it. People are dressing modestly, like they are giving their all for Christ. For today's video, and I just want us to know that modesty is us pleasing God, even when the world make us feel like it is outdated. It is something that is relevant in our journey. Okay, and guys, don't forget to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And the next video is modesty in relation to the art of man. So the video just buttress like more on this part, and also like how our art has to like how we have to position our art. Okay, thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video. Bye. I love you.